My name is John, and I'm the creator of Congruence, which is a mindset, model, and method built for executives and owners who want to run their companies with a long-term perspective. Congruence is now available as a book, and I want to tell you a little bit about why it's important. On the back cover, I included a tagline: any company's greatest enemy is itself, not competitors or the economy. And if we can align on that tagline, we understand why congruence is important. You see, companies face challenges because our ecosystem encourages short-term thinking and individuals, and that results in taking shortcuts. And the biggest shortcut that companies end up taking is making an assumption, incorrect one, that every company is similar or the same. And that means the operations, the day-to-day activities focus on symptom solving and mirroring other companies or following hype cycles in the economy. And that doesn't bode well beyond any short-term benefits. The truth is, every company is a unique combination of 5 stakeholder groups: customers, employees, investors, partners, and even society, which is represented by regulations, laws, and even public opinion. And the people within these groups are different from one company to the other. So how can any 2 companies in the world be the same? The effectiveness of any company can be characterized by what I call level of congruence. For a second, let's freeze time. We can represent every company in the world using a 3-level purpose, strategy, and operations pyramid. Purpose frames the balance of value exchange between the 5 stakeholder groups I mentioned. And it also articulates how effectively the company plans to use the capital it's given and how much profit it plans to create. Companies that create good outcomes tend to balance this equation. The second level of the pyramid is the company's strategy. Every company in the world must have a comprehensive and cohesive strategy that articulates a single answer to 3 simple but highly effective questions: who to serve, what to offer, and how to deliver. The quality of the single answer to these 3 questions determine how well a company can achieve its said purpose. But strategy lives on paper. We have to bring it into reality through the company's operations, which is the 3rd level of the pyramid, and it simply involves the company's people agenda, its offering to customers, its day-to-day processes, and how well it uses data analysis and reporting to improve itself. That's all any company in the world is. So all our conversations about sales, marketing, HR, product, these are all siloed individualistic conversations about specific jobs that people are involved in, but not the whole company. Now, even if we stop freezing time and think about a company's scale, the people in these companies change. Essentially, every company is a revolving door of people. Investors change, employees change, partners change, and so do their incentives. So finding congruence across the purpose, strategy, and operations pyramid isn't a one-and-done effort. It is an ongoing exercise. So every company is always striving to evolve itself. And this is precisely why I stated that the biggest enemy isn't out there, it's within. If we take an investor-first perspective and buy and sell companies like art, or if we take an employee-first perspective and use playbooks and solve symptoms, we're thinking in a single stakeholder group. Essentially, the company is at odds with itself. Thinking in short term doesn't create good outcomes for companies. To create good outcomes, which I characterize as balancing value exchange between stakeholders, using capital efficiently, and creating sustainable profitability implies we need a single method that connects every single part of the company in the present and over time. And that's precisely what Congruence does. You see, every company is a Rubik's Cube, and all the little QBs are its different parts. We don't get to change any single QB by itself. Changing one QB implies we're changing the whole cube. And understanding this simple reality about a company helps us understand why congruence is important. Using the congruence method requires us to embrace 3 foundational philosophies. The first philosophy is focus on fundamentals. You see, we can't control outcomes by chasing outcomes. We can only control certain things, and outcomes aren't something we can control. Second, one company mindset. Solving problems in silos doesn't lead to outcomes that are sustainable. 3, system thinking. Every company is a complex combination of individuals and divergent incentives. Using subjective thinking doesn't allow us to solve problems effectively. We must use objective and transparent decision making that essentially implies system thinking. Now, once we embrace these 3 philosophies, we can tap into the 6 parts of the congruence method, which are company purpose, management approach, value engine, corporate strategy, strategic planning, and execution management. These 6 parts cover every single company in the world, in the present and in the future state. And each of these parts have fundamental levers we can play with that creates building blocks and a system that forms the design of any unique company and the people involved in it. This is the power of congruence. Every company is unique, and we must design a unique company that serves the stakeholders. I hope this gives you a good primer into what congruence is, and I hope you explore further.